ける？もしもーし。見えるかな？ Can you see? ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと。はい。みんな元気？私は、元気だよ。いや、I'm doing well. ちょっと待って。よいしょっと。今日はね、一緒に、トトロをまた、ね、一緒に一緒に読もう。ね、Let's read. となりのトトロ。My Neighbor Totoro. ね。はい。ちょっと待って。Let me say hello to... let me just check. Chat here. Oh, okay. Let's see who's here. Who's number one here? Cunningstons, you're here. Hi. Thanks for coming. And Zaito always here. Hi. Pippin, こんにちは。ね。みんなこんにちは。The Patrick. Good to see you. Sometimes, well, we miss you, Patrick. Well, I guess you're busy. Everyone's busy, huh? みんな忙しいね。ヘチ。You're here. Good to see you. Hey, everyone. Alright. そう。I hope you guys are well. ね。みんな元気かなね。よいしょ。じゃあ、今日は、どこだっけちょっと待ってね。Okay. We go. Took hours to do this. Again, I spent I don't know how long to make this file. Took me hours again. Yeah, it looks like easy and organized, but it starts very like kind of chaotic because I start with voice typing. So of course, everything is all over the place. Sometimes it's got the wrong kanji, punctuations everywhere, and then I start fixing the little things, and that takes time. Adding furigana takes time too. I basically have to go through everything one by one. I do this by hand, and also think about where to put these images from the movie. It looks easy, but I had to trim to fit the text, and also wanted to kind of do this, to show you how she reacted, because I don't want to kind of lose the flow like this. If I just only show you this, you don't see how she her expressions changed. So sometimes I want to do something like this, and that takes kind of more time to do it. Let me see, it took 5 hours, 6 hours in total. Every time it takes so much time. That's why I can't do this every week. ね、毎週はこれはできない。ね、takes so much time. So maybe once or twice a month. I don't know if I can squeeze twice, because I have so much to do. I'm trying to do once a month. Okay. So that's what you got here. Let me see. Let me just check who's here in chat again. One sec. Patrick says, 今日は本当に暑かった。本当そっか。暑かった。Oh, Meroy, you're here. Good. And let's see. Okay. Good. Excellent. Yeah, it's worth putting this together. I know it takes time, but it helps a lot of people, a lot of learners, because the number one kind of requests I've received as a teacher was oh, can you make something more entertaining to read, but it's not too difficult. So, of course, you can't have everything. Reading like a light novel or manga is always too hard, for learners. Some of them are easy, but I always have to go through with you, like the bocce manga, and so on and so forth. But this, I had to simplify the original text, a lot. You can't believe it. Had to kind of simplify everything, to suit, in 5, in 4, in 3, and in 2. I'm not really using N1 kanji here. I tried to avoid, and also everything has furigana. I think I put furigana on everything, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go. Have a look. Okay, so we're gonna start from here, but last time it was like a month ago, so let's just recap here. Okay, so Satsuki received denpo telegram from the hospital. お母さんがいる七国山病院。So, 七国山 hospital, where, お母さん is staying. お母さん is hospitalized. So, of course, Satsuki is worried about her mom. And since Satsuki's family doesn't have a phone at home, so she had to go to Kanta's house to borrow their phone here. Nice old school telephone. Very nice. And Satsuki is calling お父さん お父さん's, of course, she called お父さん's workplace, 大学, university. And so then, he told her to just wait there, here in Kanta's house. And because お父さん's gonna, go to the hospital after work and check, what's going on. So this is where we left off last time. So let's go. I'm gonna start from here today. Okay. Again, I won't be able to respond to chat. Of course, feel free to talk or just focus on what I'm explaining. But I just want to kind of go through because we have a lot here today. So okay. Alright. So again, I will go from the top to the bottom. Well, it's actually here to the bottom of the page. Once I read it through, and again, of course, as usual, I will just break it down. Break the text down, so you'll be able to understand a little bit more. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so this is Kanta and Satsuki and Mei. Mei actually joins a little bit later. She joins here, but okay, let's go from here. お父さんとの電話の後、Satsukiはとぼとぼ歩いていました。There's an airplane flying. Sorry. It's a little bit loud. I'll just wait. ちょっと待ってね。飛行機が飛んでる。Come on. Fly away. ごめん。ちょっと待ってね。I think it's okay now. ちょっと待ってね。はい。Let me start again. お父さんとの電話の後、Satsukiはとぼとぼ歩いていました。その時、メイがやっと戻ってきました。お母さん、風邪ひいちゃったから帰ってくるのを延ばすって。さつきの言葉を聞いて、メイは立ち止まり、叫びました。やだ！無理して病気がひどくなったら大変だから仕方ないでしょ？
やだーメイのわからずや。それでもメイは聞きません。さつきは熱くなって怒鳴りました。お母さんが死んじゃってもいいのね。バカ、もう知らない。お姉ちゃんのバカ。メイは大声で泣き出しました。
Drama. Okay, let's go. So, let me look at my notes here. So I got my notes right here. Let's go. Okay, let's go from here. So, お父さんとの電話の後。Okay? お父さんと right here. So we don't say お父さんの電話。お父さんと。お父さんとの電話 because of this, isn't it? With, okay? A call with dad. Same as this. You know, before we had お父さんから from. We had this before. お父さんからの電話。We don't say お父さんの電話。お父さんの電話 means dad's phone. But this one お父さんから from お父さん and you still want to connect to 電話 you know a phone call. So お父さんからの電話 the same way we do お父さんと with お父さんとの電話 Okay?So that's why we have two particles connected because お父さんと with, you know, お父さん but still you want to connect with 電話 you know, a phone call with dad, call with her, you know, father, right? お父さんとの電話の後、後 after the call with her dad, remember? Because she was waiting. Oh yeah, okay, so she actually did speak to her dad after this. And her dad, お父さん, gave it like gave her a new update. And so she actually found out what happened. Okay, so さつきはとぼとぼ歩いていました。You see this? さつき do you think she's feeling good and energetic? No. Doesn't look like she has much energy, right? She's walking とぼとぼ歩いていました。You know, almost the opposite. You know, it's the opposite of energetic, right? とぼとぼ歩いていました。to trudge. Okay. So とぼとぼ歩いていました。So she was, you know, trudging along, you know, the way. Of course, I think she's going home. とぼとぼ歩いていました。You know, she doesn't look like she has much energy. She's feeling down. Okay, and she's walking slowly, you know. Then something happens and 歩いていました。その時 when? Well, when she was walking back home. when she was trudging, you know, along. At that time, その時、メイがやっと戻ってきました。メイが、やっと、we had やっと before finally, 戻る to return. And it's just a combination of 戻る and 来る. To come, so came back. So finally she, you know, Mei came back. She returned, you know, to Satsuki because she kind of went somewhere else. Yeah, like she wasn't really with them she was kind of left behind. Okay, now she's with Satsuki and Kanta. 戻ってきました。And this is Satsuki. Satsuki telling Mei, you know, what the situation is. Okay? So this Mei, not Mei, Satsuki is saying, お母さん、風邪ひいちゃったから、帰ってくるのを伸ばすって。Okay. So, お母さん、of course, お母さんは、風邪ひいちゃった。そう、風邪をひく。Let's see. そう、風邪。A cold. But we use 風邪をひく。We just combine ひく is to pull. But 風邪をひく to catch a cold. Okay? 風邪をひく。そう、風邪。Of course, you know, she got rid of o. So, 風邪ひいちゃった。風邪をひいちゃった。風邪をひいちゃった。It's from ひいてしまった。Okay? Something unfortunate happened in this case. Of course, you know, unfortunately, she got a cold. から、so, well, you know, she's in hospital and, you know, she's got a cold now and she's not gonna come home anytime soon, right? So, 帰ってくることを、帰ってくるのLet's make this の帰ってくること is fine, but 帰ってくる let's make it 帰ってくる日帰ってくる日 like the day that she gets home then it kind of makes more sense. So 帰ってくるのを of course 帰ってくること is fine but coming home is fine, but maybe easier to kind of see this no as a replacement of 日day帰ってくる日を、ね、the day that she comes back home を伸ばす the images 伸ばす、okay? to make it longer 伸ばす、okay? something を伸ばす、don't get confused with 伸びる伸びるはね、something gets extended so 伸びる is intransitive, but 伸ばす is transitive. Okay, to extend something. So 帰ってくる日を伸ばす。She's going to extend, or they will extend. And the day they will push it back. They will, you know, change the date. They will postpone, you know, her date to come back home. So meaning that she's going to, you know, come back home much, much later. She's not going to come back soon. Why is it upsetting? Because of this, right? You know, she was supposed to come back home tomorrow. 明日帰ってくるお母さん。Okay? So they were, you know, picking up fresh vegetables, you know, so that she, you know, they can, you know, give them to her. And they were getting excited. She was smiling, Mei-chan smiling. But now it's not going to happen tomorrow. And they don't know when it's going to happen. So Satsuki's feeling down. Okay? 帰ってくるのを伸ばすと、帰ってくるのを伸ばすと、聞いた I heard. Because this information is not the first hand, you know, information. She heard it from お父さん because お父さん you know, went to, I mean, お父さん actually, well, お父さん checked with the hospital and then see what happened and told Satsuki about it. So, 伸ばすって聞いた。I heard. Or 伸ばすって、maybe 病院の人が言った。You know, the people in the hospital told me. That's also fine too. But of course, you know, they don't fill all the little gaps. So you have to fill everything in your head. Okay? 伸ばすって言ってる。伸ばすって聞いた。I heard. Or they said. You know, after that, one sec. Yep, okay. さつきの言葉を聞いて。Okay? さつきの言葉さつきの言葉。ちょっと待ってね。In this case, just, you know, word or words. So, さつきの言葉. So, what Satsuki said. Okay? Satsuki's words. Just this. This line, isn't it? This is what Satsuki said. So, さつきの言葉を聞いて、who heard it? Mei. Of course, Mei はさつきの言葉を聞いて、立ち止まり叫びました。So emotional. Okay. さつきの言葉を聞いて、So, Mei heard Satsuki's words, or what Satsuki said. 聞いて and Mei は立ち止まり combination of 立つ to stand. 止まる is to something stops, you know, to stop, but it's more like something stops. 立ち止まり so she was walking, well, it's more like running to catch up, but 立ち止まり she, you know, just stopped walking. 立ち止まり叫びました。叫ぶ。叫ぶ。We had 叫ぶ before to shout or yell, to say something loud. メイは立ち止まって叫びました。Oftentimes, especially in stories, you know, we use mas, you know, the mas stem, instead of using the te form, to say and. So, like, for example, right now, you know, I put kite here because it's easier. But sometimes you will see さつきの言葉を聞き is also fine too. 聞き is from 聞きます, isn't it? But mas stem also functions just like this. But it's slightly more formal and slightly more like, you know, for books, you know, and literature. Okay? メイは立ち止まり same as 立ち止まって she stopped walking. Okay, 立ち止ま to stop. Stand still. 叫びました She screamed, yelled, shouted. What did she say? She says yada twice, but yeah, yada! Yada! Yada. It's from yada. It's here. Yeah. Yada. No way. I don't like that. Yada. It's more like a response, you know, to something that like, hey, no way. I don't like that. You know? So she said, yada. Like, no way. Like, no, I can't take it. You know? Yada. Of course, she's a little girl. She can't control herself, right? But Satsuki being more like a grown-up here. 無理して病気がひどくなったら大変だから仕方ないでしょ So, 無理して from 無理するちょっと待ってね。We had 無理するin my recent streams. Of course, it's from 無理。無理。無理。Impossible, unreasonable. But we can also say 無理する。 無理する to do something impossible, to do something not reasonable, so to push yourself to to do something that you are not supposed to do. 無理する。無理をする。both are fine. 無理して、ね、病気がひどくなったら、病気。illness. More like it's a disease here in this case. Okay? 病気。And be careful with this word. 病気. You wouldn't use 病気 for something light. Okay? So, it's only for more like serious illnesses, ailments, diseases. Okay? So if you go like a mild cold, it's not really 病気. You can't say, 今病気. We don't say that. In that case, you say, 風邪. 風邪ひいてる. 風邪をひいてる. I've got a cold. But 病気, normally in Japanese, if you say 病気, it's something serious that you have to be hospitalized. Or something, could be like chronic. There's no like cure, maybe incurable disease. That's also 病気 as well, depending on what it is. But it's not for something light. Okay? So, yeah, お母さん's in hospital because she has TB. Okay? So, 無理して病気がひどくなったら大変。無理して The subject of 無理して無理する So お母さんですね。お母さんが無理して、病気がひどくなる。そう病気ね her illness, disease がひどくなる from ひどいですね。ひどい terrible, really bad ひどい adjective to adverb ひどく okay? Why? Because of this you're using なる to become. Okay? When you're using a verb, you can't put an adjective here in Japanese. Okay? But of course in English, it's different, isn't it? Because you say, to be, to get worse, or to be well, or like get big, whatever. You get to have an adjective and not an adverb. In English, depending on the form. But in Japanese, when you have なる, you can't have an adjective here. You need to change it to an adverb. Okay? ひどくなる. E adjective, change E to く. But if it's an adjective, change it to which one? So 元気に isn't it? 元気になる. 元気になる. But in this case, it's an E adjective, so it changes to く. So ひどくなる. To get worse. Okay? Of course, to be worse, to be bad, to be terrible, so to get worse, isn't it? ひどくなる. So 病気がひどくなる. The illness, gets worse. なる、なったら、たら、past たら、if. Conditional. If her condition, her illness gets worse, okay? By, pushing herself. 大変だから。大変。Something being like difficult. It will be, it will be terrible. It will be, it will be difficult. If she gets worse by pushing herself, 仕方ないでしょ。仕方ないでしょ。仕方がない。仕方がない。Same as しょうがない。しょうがない。In this case, she dropped が、そう仕方ない。It's also fine too. If it's 関西 Kansai dialect. しゃあない。しゃあないやろ。Okay. If you understand like a person from Kansai, しゃあない。But you see, they're all like connected. 仕方がない、しょうがない、しゃあない。You know? So we can't help it. Can't do anything about it. Okay? What can we do about it? We can't do anything. Okay? 仕方ないでしょ。Why is she saying this? Well, because it's better for the mom to stay in hospital and get better than coming back home tomorrow, right? Even though May really wants to see her, coming back home. That's why she has, トウモロコシ. Because she wants to give トウモロコシ to お母さん. Okay, that's why she's saying, yeah, that like no way, like I don't like that. Why? メイのわからずや。わからずや。わからずや is it like a shop? わからずや from わからない of course わからないわからないわからない don't understand okay わからずわからず is same as わからないず is more it's more old fashioned okay わからずわからない the same わからない yeah it's normally like a shop, isn't it? Ramen ya, pan ya. But we also talk about like a person too. So わからない人 you don't understand this. Like, why are you so okay? わからずや You just don't get this? Like, what are you talking about? わからずや Okay? それでもメイは聞きません。So, Satsuki, told Mei, like, hey, like, come on. Why are you saying this? She will get worse if she comes back home. Like, don't be selfish, Don't be childish. Well, she's a child. You can't help it. That's also 仕方ない too. それでもね、even with that、それでも、or however、メイは聞きません。ね、メイ wouldn't listen。さつきは熱くなって怒鳴りました。さつきは熱くなる。熱い hot isn't it? 熱くなる。熱く adverb なる to be. She got hot. Of course she got 熱くなってなって and she got well she basically lost temper 怒鳴りました怒鳴る okay どう is from 怒る to get angry なる to ring so angry ring so to yell to yell at somebody in this case 熱くなって so she basically lost her cool and 怒鳴りました okay she yelled at the the little May what did she say お母さんが死んじゃってもいいのねバカもう知らない、okay? お母さんが死んじゃってもいいのねLet's break it down. So, 死ぬ I don't want to say this. Okay? But I just want to show you how it changes. 死ぬ changes the same way as 飲む飲んで The only verb that has ぬ at the end. Of course, we don't commonly use it in everyday conversation because it's too direct to say. But in this case, they're talking about their mom, staying in hospital, she might not recover, right? Well, life or death kind of situation. Well, they don't actually know that yet, okay? 死ぬ T form 死んでしまう、okay? 死んでしまう死んじゃう、okay? てしまう、normally, like てしまう、食べてしまう for example 食べちゃう the same way でしまう change to じゃう、okay? 死んでしまう死んじゃう、okay? 死んじゃう死んじゃってテフォンもいい verb テフォンもいい it's okay to do this. It's okay for her to die. Okay. So you're okay with that, right? バカ。もう知らない。Okay. Be careful with this word. Okay. I know you hear this, in anime, video games. But in real life, don't use it. It's very, very offensive. Okay. I personally don't use this word to anybody because it's really offensive actually. Even though you might hear this often, and then you'll be like, oh, I would just use that because it's fun. No, it's not. I actually never say to anybody. There are some situations where you can, but it's such a strong word that you can only use it when you're super, super, super angry. Okay, in this case, Satsuki is so angry. Okay, so, but she lost her temper. She can't control herself. She's not really herself anymore, right? So in that case, in this situation, it's okay. But you have to understand the background of this, okay? In this case, it's one-off. It's fine. She will not keep using this word repeatedly though. This is like where they had an argument. They got heated up and she lost her cool. Okay, she's normally very calm, very gentle. She will not ever say a word like this to her little sister. It's impossible. I don't even say this to my own sibling. Okay? So be careful with this word. Don't use it to anybody. Okay? You might hear it in a situation like this. But again, this is very kind of dramatic, isn't it? Yeah? Which doesn't happen often every day. Okay? In this case, okay, she's kind of allowed to say it, but it's kind of one-off. She feels better by saying it, but she feels really bad later, of course. She regrets it. Because this word is not a very good word. Okay? もう知らない。そう、もう知らない。もう知らない。もう、メイのことは知らない。I don't know about you anymore. I don't know what's gonna happen to you anymore. I don't care about you anymore. That's what it means. Of course, 知らない means I don't know. But the implication here is like, well, I don't know like what's gonna happen to you anymore. Whatever, you do whatever, you do you, and forget it. That's what it means. Okay. Poor May. Oh, feeling sad, and she says it back. お姉ちゃんのバカ! Of course, she's a little girl. She wanted to kind of, fight. And she wanted to kind of respond, with a very strong word again. But she's not, a person who would say baka easily. You can't use this word lightly. Okay? It's actually very offensive to say to somebody. They don't feel comfortable. Okay? So personally, I never say it to anybody. And what happens here? メイは大声で泣き出しました。Okay? メイは大声、of course 大きい声 voice big voice, so loud, with a loud voice, so loudly 大声で泣き出しました。泣き出しました from 泣く isn't it? 泣く to cry 泣き must stem 出す泣き出すin this case started she starts crying 泣き出しました she started crying loudly of course they don't like that. They don't like what happened, right? Okay, so let's go here. Here comes おばあちゃん. おばあちゃん kind of makes everything fine, She's that kind of a person to balance everything. Okay, so let's go from here. And I'll read it through till the end of this page. Okay, so let's go. おばあちゃん。夕方頃になっておばあちゃんが手伝いに来てくれました。元気だしな。お父さんは病院に行ってくるって言ってるし、風邪なんかすぐ治るよ。おばあちゃんはお米を研ぎながらさつきを慰めます。前もそうだったの。風邪みたいなものだからちょっと入院するだけだって。お母さん死んじゃうかも。みるみるうちにさつきの目から涙があふれ出しました。大丈夫だよ。泣かないで。泣かないで。いくら慰めてもさつきは泣くばかりです。メイがその様子をじっと見ていました。やがてメイはトウモロコシを抱きしめ、決心したように家を出て行きました。Let's see. I love this おばあちゃん so much. We all need おばあちゃん like her. So let's go. What happened here? So 夕方頃。夕方頃になって、夕方 like evening, early evening time, isn't it? 夕方頃。頃 around that time. Okay, so when it was close to when the time was close to like early evening, so like 4 5 夕方頃になってなる to be, so when it was about early evening, おばあちゃんが手伝いに来てくれました。手伝いに来る isn't it? So using must stem に来る。must stem に来る。So let's see. From 手伝う。手伝う。We had this 手伝う to help or to give somebody a hand. It's not like saving a life. It's not 助ける but it's 手伝う。手伝う giving somebody a hand. So 手伝う to help assist. And 手伝い must isn't it? 手伝います。So 手伝い the must stem and so must stem plus に来る。So 手伝いに来る to come. To come to do something. So come come over, okay, おばあちゃん、came over to help. Help Satsuki. Why? Because they're kids. they're two kids. They have no idea how to cook or how to do housework or anything. Well, Satsuki knows some, but they're still little kids. So おばあちゃん so kind. She came over to help. Right? おばあちゃんが手伝いに来る、そう来て手フォーム手くれる gift and verb. So from Satsuki's point of view, it's very nice of her, to come over and help, right? So 手伝いに来てくれました。手くれる gift and verb. Who's gifting what? So おばあちゃん is doing something for Satsuki. 手伝いに来ました It's fine, but 来てくれました。She feels more grateful about that. ちょっと待ってね。よし。This is おばあちゃん saying. 元気だしな。from 元気を出す。元気を出す。出す。to get something out. 元気を出す。元気を出す。元気を出す。元気を出す is like to cheer yourself up or to be happy again. 元気を出す。Okay? 元気だしな。feel better. Cheer up. 元気だしな。元気だしな。元気出しなさい。元気出しなさい。なさい。Imperative but polite. Please. Yeah. Feel better. Cheer up. Chin up. お父さんは、that's おばあちゃん 's voice. お父さんは病院に行ってくるって言ってるし。お父さんは、言ってる。When you have a third person saying something, when you're quoting like this, 病院に行ってくる. So this is what お父さん said. お父さんは病院に、ホスピタルに、デスティネーションに行ってくる。行って、go 来る。go and come back. Okay? お父さんは病院に行ってくるって言ってるし。お父さん saying, お父さん said is fine too. お父さん had said, that's also fine too. お父さん said that, he's going to the hospital. And of course, he'll go into the hospital and come back. 行ってくるって言ってる。He's saying that. Normally she for listing reasons. He's saying that. And 風邪なんかすぐ治るよ。風邪なんかすぐ治るよ。Don't forget my おばあちゃん voice. Okay, so something が治る。Okay. So, 病気、sickness が治る。something が治る。to recover from something. You get cured. Okay. 治す is to cure something, but 治る you use it as you put the name of the sickness. So 風邪 in this case 風邪 and なんか風邪なんかsomething like 風邪 it's fine. And also by saying なんか in this case not every time 風邪なんかsomething like 風邪おばあちゃん doesn't see 風邪 as serious. Okay? 風邪なんかすぐ治るよ。She'll recover from, something light like a cold. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay? そう言ってるし、風邪なんかすぐ治るよ。だから、therefore, 元気だしな。ね。feel better. Okay? おばあちゃんはWe have a special verb only for お米so let's see おばあちゃんはお米を研ぎながらさつきを慰めます okay. お米 It's not ご飯 but it's お米お米rice but it's uncooked お米を研ぐWe have a special word okay. お米を研ぐ okay? To rinse rice okay. お米を研ぐokay. And now it's combined with okay, マスステム plus ながらマスステム plus ながら while doing something So お米を研ぐお米を研ぎますですね研ぎ and then ますステム plus ながらお米を研ぎながら while doing the お米を研ぎながらSo while you see this? While rinsing rice she's doing something else too Here it is さつきを慰めます This is the main action さつきを慰めます慰めるTo comfort somebody okay. Trying to make somebody feel better okay. Comfort 慰めるお米を研ぐ is not the main action okay. She's not really this is not her focus This is like kind of secondary So mass stem ながら while doing something this this is the main thing さつきを慰めますokay. おばあちゃん comforts さつき while お米を研ぎながら、ね、rinsing rice of course this is more important isn't it okay. Satsuki explains a little bit more why she's feeling down okay. 前もそうだったの風邪みたいなものだからちょっと入院するだけだって、okay. 前も before、okay. in the past も also そうだった、ね、そうだった it was like that、okay. 前もそうだったの、ね、そうだった、So basically saying it happened before too, okay. She had the same thing. What kind of thing? 風邪 okay. She had a cold before too and she couldn't get home so this happened before but 風邪みたいなものだから風邪みたいなもの風邪 a cold みたいなもの something like 風邪 it's something like 風邪 something light something minor like a cold だから so ちょっと little bit for a little bit 入院する入院 enter in 病院 enter 病院to enter the hospital to be hospitalized 入院する入院するだけ only ねちょっと入院するだけね she'll be just in the hospital just for a little bit だけだってだけだって言ってたねagain the same で as like when she was quoting somebody or when she was saying something that she heard just like this let's see. Okay. So, ね、入院するだけだって、of course だけだって言ってた。They were saying that, or she was saying that. And she's feeling kind of negative. お母さん、死んじゃうかも。ね、of course お母さんは死んでしまう。どこにあったね。あった。ね、死んじゃう。死んでしまう。死んじゃう。ちゃう、じゃう。てしまう。ね、ちゃう。てしまう。ちゃう。死んじゃう。ね、死んでしまう。ね、she might not even make it. かも、might. Satsuki speculating. She shouldn't think this way, right? I mean, Satsuki is normally very positive and happy, but when it comes to Okasan, Satsuki worries too much. And she's feeling very emotional. みるみるうちに、Satsukiの目から涙が溢れ出しました。みるみるうちに見るthis is also fine みるみるうちに、so right in front of you so immediately よしみるみるうちにねみるみるうちにyou can see it visually みるみるうちに、ね、みるうち is like inside but while you're watching but it means immediately right in front of you みるみるうちにso immediately after saying this or pretty much at the same time as saying this さつきの目から、ねfrom さつき 's 目さつき 's eyes 涙、ね、tears が溢れ出しました。overflow 涙、ね、涙が溢れ出す。溢れ出す something overflows. Okay? Something so full and then, it goes out. So, 涙が溢れ出す。ね、tears, her tears are, ね、overflow. overflowed. 涙が溢れ出しました。that's why she's crying. and おばあちゃんはさつきを、ね、慰めてる。おばあちゃん 's comforting さつき。Okay. And well, おばあちゃん goes on here. 大丈夫だよ。泣かないで。Originally, in the original text, 泣かないで I had to change it to 泣かないで to make it easier for you to read it. Originally, it was written as 泣くでね。It's a dialect, so I changed it to 泣かないで。Well, it sound well, they sound close enough. And then that's what it means anyway. Okay. Originally, she said 泣くでね。Don't cry. 大丈夫。大丈夫だよね。It's fine. You'll be okay. She'll be fine. 泣かないで。泣く to cry 泣かない negative 泣かないでね、casual request but negative don't do this and don't cry ね don't cry 泣かないでいくら慰めてもさつきは泣くばかりですいくら慰めても、そう、慰める、いいですね、慰める。 慰める right here 慰めるいくら慰めても no matter what no matter what 慰めてもno matter how muchおばあちゃんcomforts さつきいくら慰めてもさつきは泣くばかりです、okay? さつきは泣くばかり、ね、She does nothing but crying or she just cries so much、okay? さつきは泣くばかりです、of course she doesn't stop crying and meanwhile this is May, okay? Looking at what's going on. You're watching, observing the situation here. She's not crying. メイがその様子をじっと見ていました。メイがその様子、situation ね、situation をじっと見ていました。じっと見る to stare じっと見る to stare something quietly、okay? じっと見る、she's not saying anything、she's just there like just observing、じっと見る見ていました見ている見ていました、she was watching she was just staring、she was observing the situation、やがてwe had a やがて before finally やがてメイはトウモロコシを抱きしめ決心したように家を出て行きました、やがて finally メイはトウモロコシを抱きしめ、抱きしめる、to hold something tight to hug 抱きしめる抱きしめて holding、the トウモロコシ tight what did she do 決心したように家を出て行きました、she shouldn't have done this it's too dangerous I mean yeah she's such a little girl okay. 決心する、決心する to determine to make up your mind 決心する、okay? 決心する決心した past tense ように as if、okay? as if she's determined you see like her face is like she doesn't have any confusion she looks like she's determined to do something、right? 決心したように、家を出て行きましたハウスを出て行く、she left home oh no oh dear don't go don't go anywhere oh see let me have a sip so thirsty ちょっと待ってね喉が渇いたちょっと待って美味しいよいしょよいしょよいしょちょっと待ってね I was so thirsty 喉が渇いてたねOkay, let's go here. Okay, let's go. So again, from here to here, I'm going to read it through, read it out, and break it down. Okay, let's go. さつきたちがメイがいないことに気づいたのは日が沈み始めた頃でした。さっきメイと喧嘩したの。あの子、お母さんの病院に行ったのかもしれない。探してくる。
おばあちゃんも大慌てです。
カンタ、みんなに知らせろ。メイちゃんがいなくなっちゃったんだよ。
メイ。さつきは七国山への道を走っていきました。会う人みんなに聞いてみましたが、メイを見た人はいません。メイはきっと病院へ行く途中で迷子になったのでしょう。
Okay. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so, of course, just earlier, this happened. Satsuki and Oba-chan, Satsuki crying, Oba-chan trying to, make her feel better. But meanwhile, Mei just left. She has no idea, where to go. She doesn't know the way to go to the hospital. She just wanted to go out, and follow her instinct. Okay. So, did they notice that she left? さつきたちがメイがいないことに気づいたのは日が沈み始めた頃でした。さつきたち Of course talking about さつきandおばあちゃん right? メイがいないこと。メイがいない。Before that, let's take a look at 気づく。Okay. 気づく。something に気づく。something に気づく。to notice. Also to realize something too. So, that explains why に is used. And this chunk makes sense too. 気づいた noticed this. Okay. What did they notice? メイがいないこと。メイがいない。The fact that Mei is not there. メイがいない is from いる isn't it? いる to be. But いない negative. メイがいない。Mei is not there. Mei disappeared. さつきたちがメイがいないこと。The fact that Mei is not here に気づいた。The fact that, let me see. 気づいたのは、気づいた時 when. Because this explains it here. So, the time when Satsuki and Oba-chan noticed that Mei wasn't there, or more like realized that she wasn't there, Mei wasn't there. When was it? 日が沈み始めた頃。日 the sun が沈む。The sun 沈む sets. 沈む something sinks. Okay, 日が沈む the sun goes down. 日が沈む the sun sets. So, and then combined with must stem plus 始める。must stem plus 始め start ing. So, 日が沈むます沈みますいいですね。沈み must stem plus 始める start. Okay. Going down. So, the sun starts to go down. 日が沈み始めた頃 about the time when the sun started to go down. So, when did they notice that Mei disappeared? That was, when the sun was going down, meaning that it was started to get dark like this. Okay? So that's why I said this no is talking about the time. 気づいた時は、no often replaces a noun. Why did I know that? Because of this. 日が沈み始めた頃。Okay. 頃。About that time. Around that time. Around what time? Around the time when the sun was going down. So talking about the time. So that's why I matched. Okay. Here with more like time or when. So when さつきたち、ねrealize that May is missing. The sun was already going down. Okay, it was the time that sun was going down. So it's dangerous. ね、危ないね。Because it will be hard to find her. Okay, it's not safe for her. And Satsuki explains more to おばあちゃん because おばあちゃん doesn't know that they had a fight. Like, they kind of argued. They had a drama here. Let's see. Okay, so Satsuki says, Satsuki explains to おばあちゃん、さっき、メイと喧嘩したの。さっき earlier メイと with メイ喧嘩した from 喧嘩する喧嘩するwell, this is not a physical fight, but yeah, quarrel. Sometimes 喧嘩する if it's maybe between some young, kids 喧嘩する yeah, it could be like a fight too. But in this case, just a quarrel between Satsuki and Mei. They had a like kind of bad argument. Okay. メイと喧嘩したの。ね。あの子。of course, talking about May. ね。あの子。That girl. But of course, May. Talking about May. で、May は、お母さんの病院に行った。お母さんの病院。Mom's hospital. Of course, that's where, their mom is hospitalized, right? お母さんの病院に行った。destination に行ったのかもしれない。かもしれない。So, this means that Satsuki is just speculating and judging, not judging, guessing, sorry, not judging, guessing. So, 病院に、of course, お母さんの病院に行ったのかもしれない。might. So she might have gone to the hospital, to, お母さん's hospital. Because May wants to, see お母さん so badly. Why? Because she wants to deliver this, トウモロコシ that she, harvested. That's so cute though. I understand her. I can relate to her, and of course I can relate to Satsuki as well. I'm kind of split in between. Oh. Okay. So, 探してくる。ね。探す to search, to look for. 探す T form 探してくる。I go look for her. おばあちゃんも大慌て慌てる we had 慌てる before, in my earlier Totoro streams. 慌てる like, to rush, to be in a hurry. 大慌て so like to rush and to panic basically, to be in a panic. Okay. おばあちゃんも大慌てです。Okay. So she was also panicking too. She was in a panic too. And おばあちゃん says, おばあちゃん commands something to カンタみんなに知らせろ。メイちゃんが いなくなっちゃったんだよ。Okay. カンタ、ね、カンタ君 where is he? ね、カンタ、talking to カンタ because おばあちゃん、カンタ's おばあちゃん。みんなに知らせろ。メイちゃんがいなくなっちゃったんだよ。ね、知らせる。We had 知らせる。Recently. 知らせる to notify, to inform somebody. 知らせる。知らせろ。Imperative. Imperative is commanding. Telling somebody what to do. It's more like commanding language. みんなに知らせろ。Well, because, you know, it's an emergency. I don't know, おばあちゃん you know, おばあちゃん had to be, you know, quick. To, you know, to tell カンタ what to do. みんなに知らせろ。ね、みんなに知らせろ。Tell everyone. ね、let everyone know. メイちゃんがいなくなっちゃったんだよ。ね、メイちゃんがいなくなる。そう、いなくなる to disappear. Because いない。The negative of いる isn't it? いる to be いない negative いない combined with いないいなくなる to be to become to become いない to become いない is いなくなる isn't it? いなくなるいない plus なる to be いなくなる to disappear いなくなる、いなくなっちゃった、いなくなってしまった。Unfortunately, she disappeared. Uh-oh, she's not here anymore. ね、いなくなっちゃったんだ、explaining. ね、Mei-chan disappeared. Okay, Mei-chan disappeared. Tell everyone that Mei-chan's not here. Mei-chan's missing, basically. Okay. And Satsuki running through the way to Shichikokuyama. Shichikokuyama is where the hospital is. And saying, Mei! Okay. Satsuki は七国山への道を走っていきました。Okay. Satsuki は、七国山への道 again two particles the same logic as you know お父さんとの電話 or お父さんからの電話 same exact logic七国山への道道 way, road to to 七国山への道 okay this in this case it you know as I mentioned many times it is like a you know like an old-fashioned version of destination ni, right? You know, nowadays we just use ni, you know, destination ni, but oftentimes Miyazaki-san still uses e. So, does it mean that I can use ni instead of e? Actually, no. Okay. Ni is more like a kind of newer particle. Okay. In this combination, we can't actually use ni, but this old one still dominates here. Okay. We don't say 七国山にの道. We say 七国山への道. Or if you want to say 七国山に行く道, that's okay though. If you do that, then you can use ni. But if you want to do this particle thing, the only option here is e. Okay, you can't use ni here. The old one actually takes over.
七国山への道、ねthe way to、七国山を、走っていきました。走る to run、走っていく she ran、she went by running、location or intransitive this is not object or be careful、道を走る道を歩く走る歩く and so on and so forth they're intransitive and they're not supposed to take the object or but why is it or well this is a different particle okay this is what I call location or intransitive okay、七国山への道を走っていきました、that's the way to 七国山 and she's running that's what it is、of course she has to ask people right because she doesn't know if anybody witnessed May or not to get some clues、会う人みんなに聞いてみましたがメイを見た人はいません、会う人みんな、会う人 people that she meets みんな everyone、well all the people that she meets、に聞く、somebody に聞く to ask、ask like a question、聞いてみましたが、she asked everyone、she met or she meets on the way、見ましたが but メイを見た人はいません、人 verb noun combo person or people who saw May or who witnessed May はいません、and there was nobody who witnessed or who saw May、on the way メイはきっと病院へ行く途中で迷子になったのでしょう、メイは、きっと I'm sure almost definitely 病院へ行く途中で、途中 on the way 途中で on the way to somewhere そう病院へ行く途中病院へ行く途中、the way、on the way to the hospital、病院へ行く途中で迷子になった、迷子 a missing child or lost child 迷子になった、なる to be、okay? well 迷子になる to get lost、to get lost on her way 迷子になったのでしょう、it's more like again guessing、speculating、or in this case it's more like きっと is stronger、so she must have got lost, gotten lost on the way to the hospital. I keep you hanging here because of course, of course I haven't done any more than this. It took a while to make these pages. So anyway, ちょっと待ってね。喉乾いた。So thirsty. ちょっと待って。美味しい。できた。ね。And as usual, I will tidy up my notes. Right now it's all kind of rough, but I always, tidy up my notes and then make very nice PDF files and upload, for learners to download, for free. So I'll do that, after maybe eating some lunch. ね、ちょっと待って。Let me check our chat. ちょっと待ってね。Let me say hello. Yeah, it took, I think it took more than 5 hours, 5-6 hours to prepare. Only just the preparation takes about 6 hours minimum to get ready for like a stream like this.
Yeah, and also, after the stream, I, upload a file and I do other things too. So maybe like 7 hours in total. So that's it. 特別ゲスト飛行機そうだね。先生のストリーム一番ありがとうね。そっか。No way, anime talk isn't real. Yeah, in real life, it's actually very offensive to say it. Yeah, and we, don't like it when somebody says that, to us. So like maybe that explains why you see them a lot in entertainment. Okay, because they don't get to say in real life. Okay. And you well, again, it depends on the context. Let me see. Intention because they watch. Okay. So my friend Totoro. Horror. No. You thought it was a horror anime? Well, depends on how you see it, I guess. It's not meant to be a horror. 抱きしめて. Okay, you recognize the word. Yeah, so 抱きしめて is from 抱く is hold, and しめる to squeeze, so 抱きしめる. Yeah, good. おいしい? Satsuki needs to apologize to me. I know. Yeah, I know. How would you react, like if you were let's say like Satsuki? How would you respond to Mei in this case? So I understand how how she feels, and also how Mei feels too. As a little girl, she would say, no way, I don't like that. It's such a sweetheart. She really wanted to deliver this to Okasan. That's so sweet. I want to protect her, Of course, they love each other, The sisters are tight, normally super tight. Yeah, they don't want to hurt each other. But when it comes to Okasan, of course it's different. Sometimes they don't agree, with each other. So, of course, something like this just happens. I hope Mei is safe. Alright. そうね。じゃあ今日もね、どうもありがとうね。So, thank you for watching. I hope you learned something new, or I hope you just enjoyed it. Alright. So. Anyone wanna say goodbye before I disappear? Now it's your chance. ね。Cunningston, thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Always welcome. I'll do whatever I can. Of course, sometimes I need to chill. I need to take a break. But I'm very honest with my own feelings. And if I think I need a break, I will say so. So I always have to kind of look after myself. But right now I'm fine. I can kind of keep going. But anyway, so let's see. Let's say goodbye to you guys. And Hichi, thank you for your time. You're welcome. And Kanik-san, looking forward to your news from Anime Expo. Yeah. Zaito, thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Let's see. Patrick. Yeah, Patrick, good to see you here. I was a little bit concerned. ライブしてくれてありがとう。またね。You're welcome. どういたしまして。I thank you for today. You're welcome. Merai, thank you so much for the stream. You're welcome. Pipin, thank you. Learned something and enjoyed it. Excellent answer. I love to see that. Good, good. And unique. Thank you. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. じゃあみんなまたね。I've got to go. ありがとうね。またね。I need to feed the kitten and Yuffie. So,